No, this isn't Arrow, this is Comic Splash on CB24.com with me, Tyler. And for this week's episode, we'll be looking at some of the comic book characters on the small screen. As if 7 huge superhero movies this year wasn't enough, our comic book heroes have invaded our TVs, most recently with the September premiere of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This show is basically a spin-off filler for the Marvel movies, though the show has somewhat abandoned that concept.
They're not heroes because of what they have, it's what they do with it. We're not the only ones interested in people with powers. Only take the shot if you have to.
We've a couple of hours at most. There's no way that we could possibly...
Don't ever tell me there's no way.
However, many episodes just tend to highlight the drama surrounding the Agents of the S.H.I.E.L.D. initiative. For those of you who haven't seen it, S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't so much about superheroes as it's about Agent Phil Coulson, a typical agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Debuting in Iron Man, Clark Gregg's Coulson portrayal has gained so much popularity in the movies, the series was practically made for him. And since he was killed off in the Avengers, the resurrection is a miracle of sorts for Coulson fans. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would start off strong with cameos by Nick Fury and Maria Hill. But as the season progressed, the viewership and critical reception has dwindled. And with a promising pilot, ABC would pick it up for an entire season. But much like Marvel shows in the past, it may only last a few. So let's hope this one gets better. But on the flip side, over on the CW, home of such critically acclaimed badass shows like Gossip Girl and 90210, we have Arrow, one of the more popular shows on the network. Known to die-hard DC fans as Green Arrow, the show follows Oliver Queen, a billionaire playboy who gets stranded on an island and overcomes the odds to return home and begin his life as a crime fighter. Like many comic book page heroes, Green Arrow can be a little weird at times. But the writers wanted a more realistic take on the show, something that Christopher Nolan made popular with his Batman trilogy. And with teen murder movies like The Hunger Games bringing back the bow and arrow, it likely helped the show. Let's just hope that those kids don't take a page out of Philip Seymour Hoffman's book and just start killing themselves, though. Oh, and Hawkeye, I'm sure he helped too. And with an impressive 86% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, Arrow is actually a pretty solid show, even though they do find every excuse for Stephen Amell to take his shirt off. Now our last TV show, and I'm really excited about this one. Simply titled Gotham, Fox is in the works for a Batman-based TV series where we see all our favorite classics from the Batman world before they came to be in what looks like to be one hell of a series. Fox has already begun to announce who's set to star, with OC actor Ben McKenzie as young Jim Gordon, Robin Taylor as the Penguin, Sam Purwheat as Alfred, Sabrina Guevara as Detective Essen, and Aaron Richards as Barbara Gordon. It's clear Fox intends to use all of Gotham at their disposal, so you better not mess this one up, Fox. And that concludes this week's episode of Comic Splash. Before I go, I want you to let me know what you think of these shows. Which do you like better, S.H.I.E.L.D. or Arrow? And who will you pick, DC or Marvel in the upcoming series? Let me know in this week's Comic Comment Clash in the comment section below. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel. For CB24.com, I'm your host, Tyler.